Our group will talk about the topic get connected. So the first question is, should smartphone use be banned in class? So in our opinion, we shouldn't ban the smartphone shouldn't be banned in class because if student will try to use it by any way, like we can do it. So we will list out some advantages of using smartphone. First one is smartphone helps students to get in touch with their parents. Uh, the choices, the parents try to call their children about like thousand times a day in the middle of the class. So they want to make sure that the student is safe at school or at some private thing that the parents want to like control their students. So the smartphone will help them to get in touch with their children. So I think that if you have a phone call, you can just take it in like 30 seconds or 1 minute. It's okay. So yeah, student using smartphone is okay. And the second is smartphone is an amazing assistant to students. For example, in our class we have Quizlet and Quizzy and lots of things that we do on smartphone, not just the writing test or paper test like the traditional way. Smartphone is also a tool that help you a lot, like a dictionary. When we study languages, a dictionary can be like a writing book. It takes time to look at the traditional wisdom to find out the word, and you need to know the meaning of this. Instead of using your phone, you can find the word more quickly and more like
efficient.
efficient. Another reason is smartphone can help you find out the unintelligible question. That's something that the teacher can, like when you are doing another thing, you can miss the lesson in about just 20 seconds or just 1 second. You will miss what the teacher is saying and what is standing here, and the smartphone will help you to find out the answer. You can go on the internet and look for the answer that for the question that you don't understand, and it will explain for you.
Explain.
Okay. For you.
Okay.
For example, but there's some condition to use smartphone, like the number of students in class will be under 20. So maybe the teacher or the assistant can control the time that students use smartphone. Like if the class was so crowded, the student will, and especially the students sitting in the back, they will use smartphone like unlimited.
Unlimitedly, okay.
And they will get distraction from the lesson. So
Okay.
I don't recommend that.
Recommend
that, but students, especially who is high school and the lower level, like primary school, secondary school, and high school, the number of students in class is really
big.
crowded.
Okay, the number really big, so
about 30 and more. So if the math is you in that class, it will really help the teacher to make them
stay focused.
in the lesson.
Okay, good.
And for example, in the center in Human City, they have some lessons called imagine learning, which means they have a examiner. They have an examination on the laptop or tablet for just a little boys and girls from the age from 4 to 6 to do the chart on the internet, and then they will remember the word quickly, and it's just learn by heart, and they will really excited about that. So instead of banning using smartphone, you should use an academic tool to help you to learn in a modern way, like not just writing on the book and you can write on your phone, or not just looking for the word on the dictionary and just look it in your phone, and it will really smart tool to help you to connect with everyone and be more efficient in learning. So this is the end of my part. The end of the question one. Question one.
Now pause the plane. Pause the plane. Go. The upper point. Upper, yes.
The next question is: should students use smartphone before they become teachers? I will tell you some of the reason why children should not use smartphone before they become teachers. And the first one is teamwork. For why sometimes it has been extensive research in the fields of understanding cell phone radiation effect on children. Since they still in a state where their body is undergoing change and growth, the effect of mobile radiation on them could be different from those others. And the next one is the sun brain activity. Research have shown that by merely talking on the phone for 2 minutes, the electrical activity inside the child's brain can change. This erratic activity can cause problems in mood patterns.
Mood patterns, okay, the way we feel things, okay.
Yes, behavioral tendencies, and have trouble learning new things or focusing properly. And the next one is unhealthy content. Abuse of spam messages means that children are also at risk of being influenced by
adults.
Other content on it. Which phone can access the network if it will be a disaster if children do not access the right information. The next one is financial problems. Children are often poor in financial controls. Calls, texting, TV game can destroy other. Application on a smartphone are also a potential risk to children because most attractive young apps are chargeable.
Chargeable. Okay. Financial problems. Okay.
And the last one is potential dangers from a stranger. If your child is texting or chatting on phone, you cannot be sure who is the other end. Children may be talking to the bad person. They can also take a picture or share with another. That's the end of my first.
Okay. Speak louder. Go.
What many of us consider to be new technology is no longer so new, and the up-to-date dealing with ranges part of our society day-to-day life. However, excesses of any kind are detrimental to people's health. The use of technology is no exception. Consequently, technology disease are becoming more and more common. The following are of the most common disease. Disease resulting from the excessive use of the new digital device. The process technology has hijacked our quality of life. Address in addition to other items. It can be caused by chronic too much time looking at symptoms include breast aches, blurry vision, and in more extreme case, even noise induced hearing loss may be suffered by people who habitually listen to music at high volume network on headphone.
Vibration syndrome.
Vibration syndrome is a sign of cell phone dependency. It happens when we have sensation that cell phone is vibrating in our pocket even though it actually
Unnecessary.
actually
Actually. So phantom means ghost. Okay. Vibration. What do you mean by the syndrome?
mình có cảm giác như là nó rung trong túi, cảm giác là
So it's not vibrating. Okay. I see. Phantom vibration.
Insomnia can be caused by using cell phone or tablet late at night, which is quite common. Many people sleep with their cell phone at their side. Cybertoria is the digital version of hypertoria. It's the habit of searching the web of searching for healthcare information with the fear that you might have some rare disease you read about on some health or the website, regardless of the reliability of information. Addition to technology, particularly into internet use, is growing in rising attention around the world. Making people
Harless.
Being enrolled in work, but for it to care about the people around, and it is different to the end of other.
The pain of others. Okay. Very good.
After I did some research and study, I find out there are three consequences that which from using cell phone which affected the environment. The first one is a radio frequency radiation.
Yes.
We got two major environmental watchdog groups. They are the Environmental Working Group and Work Institute. Highlight the possible risks associated with radio frequency radiation emitted by cell phone. This happens when a user sends and receives a text on the voice text messages. Some studies say this radiation may mean significantly higher risk for brain and salivary tumors among those using cell phone for 10 years or more longer.
Good.
And the second one is a toxic leaching. The Natural Resources Defense Control observed that mercury and cadmium found in personal electronic devices like a mobile phone can release dangerous toxic into our air and water when it burn and deposit in the landfill improperly. In this situation, there can be significant environment impacts. For example, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency report that ecosystem near pond sources of leak often demonstrate biodiversity loss, decreased growth, and reproductive rates. And the last one is toxic impact on humans. The EPA also noticed the environmental hazards posed by the self-pollutants where electronic waste often come to rest. According to it, lead can taken into the body through air, through contaminated groundwater, and or lead contaminated food can accumulate in human bones.
Yes.
And it can adversely affect the nervous system, kidney function, immune system, reproductive and development system. It can cause significant risk to young children, even at a low level. Exposure to infants and young children can contribute to learning deficit.
Can have learning deficiency, thiếu hụt khả năng học, learning ability deficiency. Yes. Okay. Now Q&A. Now the audience, some questions, please, on mobile phone use and technology. Now let's see. Everyone has been talking about 5G, the 5th generation technology connection. Okay, about 20 years ago we had 3G. Okay, 15 years ago we had 4G, and now we have 5G. And Vietnam is on the way to set up 5G. Okay, in 2019. Okay, according to some government officials, they say that by the end of 2019, Vietnam will have maybe about some 5G. 5G, let's say distributor, 5G like mobile phones or retail maybe. Okay, so are there any negative effects of 5G?
The radio.
The radiations.
That make animal like bird can die.
Okay, like birds die.
Yeah.
Where?
In the UK.
In the UK.
When they exam, they practice outside.
Okay, when they transmit the 5G radiation, some birds fell from the sky. Okay.
So I mean, it's not good for the people too.
It's not good for
they use it in the long time.
All right, in the long time, 5G is not good for humans. All right. Now, class, any other questions about mobile phone and technology? No? So they mentioned some solutions. Okay, if smartphones are used in the classroom, so the classroom must not be big. Okay, it must be small so that teachers can have better control over the students. They can know what the students are doing. Okay, for the class size up over 30 years old, it will be really difficult. Okay, difficult to control. Now, so let's see. The question is. Okay. The question is, beside mobile phones, okay, are tablets encouraged in the classrooms? Tablets like iPads, okay, should they be encouraged in classrooms? Tablets like iPads.
It's the same similar to the phone, so it shouldn't be banned in class.
It shouldn't be banned. Okay. All right. Good. Now high-tech control. Easy. Okay. Now class. Questions for the team so they can get points. High-tech gadgets. The roof. the root of disease. Forget to care about other people, yes. Now besides some, okay, zoomed in high-tech gadgets and the root of the disease, please. High-tech gadgets, move to the left. Okay, zoom in. The root, okay, the root, not the roof. Okay, zoom in. The root, gốc rễ, mà roof là cái nóc nhà. The root of the disease or misery. So, any other disease caused by technology, caused by high-tech gadgets? Class? No? High-tech gadgets include laptops and computers, not just smartphones or tablets. They include laptops and computers. For example, in some fast food restaurants, come on, how high-tech gadgets are used. Okay. God.
We got the screen to show that, like the fast food restaurant, we got the screen like television. We show the number of
dishes.
Yeah.
The number of dishes. Okay.
Yeah. So they easy for the customer
To pick.
to pick up.
So what they need to do is just touch the screen.
No. It's
pick.
called a big
screen.
Will hand on the group, and they will, the customer
We'll pick the number.
Yeah, can see the order and go to pick up.
To pick up. Okay. So it saves time, right? Okay. Now let's talk about the negative points of technology in reality. Okay. So negative points. It says the positive point is that technology is time saving for in lots of cases. How about it causes diseases? Now, have you ever worked in any restaurants that use technology, high-tech gadgets? No. No class? High-tech gadgets, restaurants. Any problems?
The power out, so you can use it, and it depends on the Wi-Fi too. So if there's some accident happen, yes, maybe the electric problem will make you really noisy.
Very annoyed.
Yeah.
If there is a power cut, okay, the lights out, so which means no technologies, and customers will be, maybe some of them will be angry, okay? We feel really annoyed because they cannot buy the products the same way, which means they have to move their butt, okay? They have to walk, they have to use, they have to sweat to get the food that they want, right? Sometimes in that case. So, however, when they move, they exercise, okay? Which is another good point because without technology, people have to sweat, have to exercise, have to do things the hard way. And however, that's the way they can exercise. That is the way they can get fit and stay healthier. Okay, I agree that the technology is time saving. Okay, it's a kind of saver for lots of cases. However, in some cases, people are too heavily dependent on technology, which means they feel lazy to move their butts. Okay, they feel lazy to move around, to do things because they don't want to sweat. Okay, because they just feel lazy, they don't want to move because of technology's advantages. So sometimes people need to stop using technology for a while and enjoy the real life, the reality. Okay, so that they can get fit. All right. No more questions? See, class. Okay, thank you. Very good.